We're Klip Collective. We're out of Philadelphia. I'm very proud of that right now. I see all these great pieces of art happening there. It's awesome. Yeah, let's do this.
So our creative capital project is called Vacant America. What we're trying to do with this is tell the story of a space in a documentary manner, but in a non-traditional way. So that's sort of been our journey and experiment in this process, is figuring out how to do that.
So this presentation is going to focus mostly on our first installment, which we did this year, thanks to Creative Capital, of Vacant America. And this is the Box School. And since last summer, we've become a nonprofit. We began a residency at this space. We partnered with StoryCorps because a lot of this has to do with oral history. And like I said, we produced our first installation. At this residency at this school, there was a lot of controversy because it was a shuttered school in Philadelphia, which is kind of a big deal. There are 23 other Philadelphia schools that shuttered in 2013, so this was kind of a lightning rod of this issue, and we wanted to take this approach to this space. This space, in transparency, is in my neighborhood. I live a block away, so I inserted myself into the situation where it was bought and is being turned into maker spaces and being transformed into something that's, I think, it's important to the neighborhood. But it is a cherished landmark, and there are issues around it.
So the space that we ended up doing our first installation in was the girls' gym at Bach. We spent a lot of time just kind of communing with the space in here, getting a feel for it, and I think that really impacted what we ended up creating in that space.
These are artifacts that we found, desks and yearbooks, and we wanted to use kind of, the artifacts of the space to inform the work. And I think we're going to play the video now.
So, in addition to being a closed school, Bach was also used as a repository for all of the stuff from all of the other schools, about 25 of them that were closed in Philadelphia in the course of 1 year. So we basically had access to all of this sort of physical data from this event that happened. And my personal fun privilege was to get to sort of sift through all of this, spend time with it, and let that inform what the sculptural element of this ended up being, which was a big giant pile of desks. But I felt that there was something really powerful about the sight of an empty school desk, and even more so, hundreds and hundreds of them.
As you can see, there are projections in the space. So we took the yearbooks and we wanted to, back to our mission, tell the story of the space in the space and let it kind of tell itself. So we scanned in a lot of these yearbooks and other ephemera that we found, even records that we recorded and played back through the speakers. I even interviewed the gym teacher that used to teach there, and he kind of recounted some of his experiences from the 60s when he started there, and played those through the speakers as well. And it became a very meditative piece. It's been open for about a month, and people come in. We set up desks in the space for people to sit in as well, to take in this immersive installation. We broke up a lot of the yearbook imagery, which is a lot of portraits and the names of people that went to that school, with slides that I found for like geometry class, for example, to give it a more abstract vibe, if you will. And what happened was we kind of created a dialogue in the neighborhood about the history of this school, and people would come in and just sit there for a while, taking it all in, and it became a very emotional experience because it was so immersive. And the idea of telling this space in this kind of unique way was a little bit of an experiment, and this is kind of what we were embarking upon here with your help. So now that we've done this, we want to do more, and a lot has come out from this. This is still running, and we're gonna we have this relationship with this school, and we're going to be doing more installations in the space. And it's been really informative. Like when we started out, we brought this project to the Sundance Story Lab years ago, and it was just an idea. But then being able to do this and watch people and engage the community. And alumni from the school have come in. We're talking about recording more stories of their stories and creating more installations throughout the space. Did I do 5 minutes?
And we're also documenting the space in VR, which we're pretty excited about, especially because we were able to get in there and document it during a transitional phase between it being abandoned and it being redeveloped as maker spaces. So eventually, viewers will be able to basically get inside of the space and access all kinds of additional archival data and information about the space.
Yeah, and I also brought some gear here with a beta build. If anyone wants to experience installation in VR and see kind of where we're going. Next steps, we're looking for partners and other residencies, some more funding to do this more. Now we've done this, we want to do it in other cities and other spaces to tell their stories, and we're looking for other collaborators. So thank you. Yeah.